you don't forget Ike. He was such an incredible person, a shining light, and just positive and radiant and friendly and smart, just so smart. You had to talk to him for 30 seconds to know that he was just so sharp and witty and worldly, traveled, like just, so this is really a shock to everybody.
How did you find out about the incident and how horrific it was?
Yeah, I am friends with who was his emergency contact. So she was called at 3 a.m., I believe, and then she called the cops. So I woke up to a text saying, please call me as soon as you wake up. Ike has been shot. And I was like, what? But like we were told that he was unconscious but still alive, and let's pray for him and all the stuff. That's all we knew from the sisters. And then we were told that they were running some scans on him, which I assume is brain scans. And then he was pronounced brain dead on Friday is when we got the news. So, even though I knew that the hope was very slim, like you have, a bullet in the head is not something you're just gonna come out. But the sisters were like, we're hoping for recovery and keep him in your prayers and all the stuff.
How did you meet him, and what do you want people to remember the most about him?
I met him through a friend a few years ago, one of my closest friends. I've seen him at many, many parties, house parties, being around the kitchen. And then we kind of lost touch. And then I ran into him about 3 years ago, and we were in regular contact after that. And even during the pandemic, I saw him a few times for walks and sitting in the park. And the picture that was released of him was a picture that I took last time I saw him. He was just saying, I don't have a lot of pictures of me alone. I said, I'll take a few. Just when I think, so sorry, what?
When was the last time that you saw him?
September, end of September. And I have a voice memo from him on my WhatsApp, which I've listened to a few times.
Hearing from some of the people that live around there, it just seems it's so unusual, like that they're at a loss to explain this.
This is not a guy who was involved with any type of criminal activity that would lead to this. This is completely a guy with integrity. You talk to anybody, classmates, ex-girlfriends, friends who've lost touch, anybody, like they have nothing bad to say about him, except he was a bit of a neat freak. That's about the most negative thing people could say about him. What caused this? Obviously, there's a police investigation, and there are a few theories swirling out there. We'll wait and see what comes out of it. And I am so eagerly awaiting an announcement of some sort, because like you said, this is not an area where this kind of thing happens. This is not a guy who was involved with any criminal activity. So I hope that they find the perpetrators, or what caused this. Or this is very shocking, and he did not deserve to die like that. He definitely did not deserve.
His immediate family, how are they doing? I know that he had a son. Is that son being taken care of?
Yes, he has a son, a 4-year-old son, who I'm sure you've seen his photo. I think it was released yesterday. There's a photo of him with his son. Yeah, he's taken care of. But, this is a boy who will never know his dad, which is really heartbreaking. Because I know.
How are you holding up?
I am heartbroken. I am completely heartbroken and shocked and devastated at this loss. I'm sad for myself. I'm sad on behalf of his family. I have not had direct contact with his family, but I know that they're obviously devastated. As I mentioned, I've heard from a lot of people in the last week, and who've shared their grief and their shock with me, and I feel all of their pain. It's all just, I'm holding it all here, and it's really shocking, and it's tough, but it's the least I can do as a friend to speak and tell the world about Ike and what an amazing guy he was. I don't want him to be just a statistic in Toronto, a shooting in Toronto.
And professionally, he was involved in finance.
Correct. He was a financial analyst. Yeah. And a super smart guy. Like, traveled the world, lived in different places, has been everywhere. Just worldly, articulate, just a brilliant guy. Just loved Toronto, and had a great circle of friends. Like I said, he didn't have immediate family here. I don't know if he has extended family, but I really, anybody would love to have this many people supporting and cheering them on in life.